Hey everybody, it's Razzie_Dazzy here, and we are here to continue drawing part 2 of making this glorious, Luffy. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys a little bit more of the drawing right now. So, we got in the swirls. I actually updated the swirls a little bit more. Yeah. So, yeah, I might have, the video cut off, so I kind of just did some shading, but we are going to do a little bit more of the shading in the hair. Instead. Because Luffy is just going to be colored a little bit more. So, yeah. Anywho, let's get on with it. Also, I did play a little bit more of, what's it called? I played a little bit more of, what's it called? Totally forgot what it's called. Denge attack. Denge, or whatever. I know it's not dash attack because you're literally, driving a train and doing kickflips and shit. So, yeah. I don't think I need these colors yet. Where is my watercolor pencils? We're going to use a bunch of watercolor pencils. Before we're going to use the watercolor pencils, we're going to use my Prismacolor pencils and get on with the coloring of Luffy's body. Let me just scoot. Okay. Actually, I don't know if there's enough lighting, so I'm just... Oh, that's much better. Yeah, I just turned on my little LED lights. So, what else do we need? Got a little bit of pink, a little bit of red, right over there. Sometimes I do this. In my drawings a lot. So, we're gonna use, a lot of colors. I don't think I have gray, though. Shoot, I really don't have gray. The only gray that I have is this, silver. And that will not do. I guess we're going with a little bit of pink. That's weird that, my color pencil case doesn't have gray. So, I'm going to use these colors a little bit for his hair, actually. And then we're going to mix it with this white. So now, after we got in all the colors, so these are all the colors that we're going to use for his skin. So what I do is basically do about 2 layers, or sometimes 3. I don't mind 3 either way. I don't mind the color. I don't mind any of the colors of 3. So we're gonna add a little bit of some pink under his abs, right over there on the ends. Might as well, right? And right over here. Okay, then a little bit on the side. And a little bit on his nose. And a little bit right over here. Just not too much because we don't want to make him too pink. These are just like little highlights. And then, after we're done with that, we are going to color him completely of his skin color. Okay, I have to find my sharpener. I sworn I had it just now. Ah, great. I don't know where it went. Hold on a second. I found it. So, yeah. I am gonna tell you guys, I might have to today, I have to reschedule the, live stream, the Draw With Me live stream to another date. Because, I got a lot of chores to do at the house because of my sister's dog. He made a real mess. AKA, I literally have to do laundry, and that'll take forever. Like, I had to clean all of my I had to clean not all of my blankets, actually. You know what? Never mind. I don't know. I don't want you guys to think that I'm making an excuse about it, but, I'll try to make, like, I could do a Draw With Me live stream. I don't think it'll take that long, though. It'll be fine. So, yeah. Just ignore what I just said. I'm not rescheduling the live stream. Trying to make an excuse for myself so I won't do a Draw With Me live stream. Might as well do one, right? Because I already gotten these stuff. Plus, besides, I mostly just reschedule my live streams a lot, so watch out for that. Mostly not reschedule. I actually mostly just change the time so I have enough time to actually do the live stream. Most of the time. Depending. But I kind of miss doing all of the Draw With Me live streams. I miss talking to you guys. That isn't just me playing like a video game on the channel. We're almost done with this. I know this looks like really smudgy, but I'm gonna go in with some detail work. Actually, this is a how-to, so this is like my first how-to. So, I'm only gonna teach you how to do some highlights on Luffy's hair, because his hair is supposed to stay white, right? So what we're gonna do is basically use different shades of pink as highlights and mix it with this white to give it like a nice soft color. So yeah, so basically this is what you do with any of your colors. Mix it with, if you want to do shading, I suggest, using different colors. But, I do recommend saving all of your money for these kind of expensive pencils, because these are really expensive. And also save your money on these kind of sketchbooks, because these are the really good sketchbooks. I don't know why I moved it like that. That's dumb. Trying to keep the camera steady so it doesn't fall. I did play a little bit of Denge Attack, by the way. Actually, I'm going to talk about that later. I'm going to talk about that in the live stream. But actually, you know what? We're going... actually, speaking of Denge Attack... surprise. We are going to play Denge Attack on this channel because it's fairly new, and I want to play a little bit more of indie games on this channel anyway, so might as well, right? Also, I'm going to tell you guys that I don't know which one it is. Actually, this is these aren't actually expensive if you're going to those expensive art stores. If you're buying individual ones, I would recommend buying individual, like, kind of, like, pens or markers, because those are very cheap and they're like $1. The store that I go to is called Blick Art Store. It's basically a supply store that I really like going to sometimes on my birthday and stuff. So I would recommend going to that said store if you have one near you. If you don't, and if they do have these kind of like material, like these kind of art supplies, like watercolor, like water brushes basically, you have to, hold on, I need to focus this. You have to fill up, and basically like you squeeze a little bit of water in there, basically like that. I'm going to show you guys how I do it after we're done coloring lupine. Okay, we're done with his skin. We're going to start with his pants. I don't know if his pants are a different shade of blue or like an actual blue, so we're just gonna use, oh my god, sorry, that's a purple actually, this is a blue, so it's rolling away from me. So this will be our full color. I'm just gonna hold this, and then we're going to use this color. Gonna use this color as our shading. Because I don't remember how Luffy's pants look, so yeah. And I don't know if this sash was red or not, but we'll make it red. So we're going to use two colors again, two different shades of red. So I would recommend using a very dark red for the little lines. Basically just doing this basically. Don't color it too much, but color it enough. But if like this part mistake is showing, I would highly recommend switching to a gel pen. So I'm actually going to do that, by the way, because that's going to cover your mistakes. I think. If it doesn't, you could add little highlights. I thought that would work, but apparently not, so ignore that part. I would highly recommend using Posca pens because Posca pens can actually color that color away. So, because also it's more easier for you to do that. It's more easier for everybody to do that. Well, no, not everybody, but I would not recommend doing all of this. Actually, like, if you're making, like, little mistakes, it's fine to make mistakes. Because in art, making mistakes, you can actually change them around. I honestly don't know if that's true or not, but, just trust me on that. Not, like, you could trust me on that or don't. Doesn't matter. I don't know if I'm screwing this up or not, but let's just hope for the best. As long as it stays, like, red, it's fine. Because I don't remember how Luffy's sash looks, so I'm just going with the flow at this point. These little line mistakes are not supposed to be transparent. I just made a mistake on there. So don't do what I did. But if you do make mistakes, try to use marker or like Posca pen. Like, if I make a mistake, I kind of just try to make it look like that's supposed to be intentional. But some people have their own, like, opinions on how to do art and stuff. If you already made, like, a mistake, you shouldn't be, like, leaving it there or trying to fix it or whatever. But hey, in my opinion, I still think that fixing or, like, or changing the art style, but actually, you know what? I don't think there's actually, like, a rule to art. You just use any kind of material you want. Like, I make crazy art. I will make fan art that isn't actually fan art. It's just turns out I'm just making OCs and I didn't even know that. Okay. Okay, so that's how you make Luffy's pants. And now, actually, we're gonna finish his shoe first. Totally forgot to finish his little shoe. Okay, let's use these colors. So what I'm gonna do is just do a little highlight. Just these little marks that I made on the foot. And then put like a little side part. And then go in with this color. And mix it up. Ta-da! So yeah. Basically what I do with the lines, I color like where the lines are. So now we're gonna go in with the white finally. So what we're gonna do is start with the two pinks. Go with any of those two colors. Doesn't matter. If you want to layer both, you can. I'm just giving you guys art like art advice if you guys want to elevate your art style. Basically, this is more like blending. And also the gel pen that I just used, it is called, let me just focus, Jelly Roll. I really like these pens. So we're gonna go in with that. We're gonna go in with a little bit more on around the little cloud thing that I made on here. That we made on here actually. Because this is a tutorial on how to draw Luffy. But this is more like I am just... And then I realized I totally forgot to make his little scar on his face, but let's just pretend that it's just covered. So now we're going to use this light pink. Actually, let's keep using this color first with the jacket. I don't know how I did that with... Let me just do this for a minute. Hold on. Okay, that's much better. It could be like really light. Okay, so now we could go in with this very light pink. Let's not use too much so it doesn't like get super pink. This will give it like a little soft feel. Because white, you're basically just coloring like this, see? You're coloring actually that's on a blue, hold on. You're coloring absolutely nothing. Just nothing. So that's why adding like colors to white to make it look really nice. It'll make your drawing pop out. Or add like a little bit of whites next to the drawing that you made. Like that. That made no difference at all, but okay. I never used this color white at all, so maybe next time I'll teach you guys how to draw like my art style, and I call it the perfect chaos art style. Or just called chaos style or whatever. Oh my gosh. Okay. Think we're getting somewhere. I can't make this video for too long because I have to go to bed. I know this looks really messy, but I know, hold on, let me just, I know this looks really messy, but trust the process. That's all I'm gonna say, is just trust the process. It get in real hard on the pink to make it like fade a little into the white. I wish I had a gray to make this look nicer, but I think I kind of like the way it looks. Just like do a little bit more on the pink. I think that's what, I think that'll look nice. Just go a little bit more on the pink to make it like really blend it in really good. Like good enough that it doesn't look like a line anymore. I think that is enough right there. So yeah, do that on the hair as well. But we're gonna do with the hair though, but with a little bit. Gonna use this and this. Ooh. Just rolled somewhere. Okay. Oh my god. You know what? Let me just move these. Holy shit. They're running away from me. Don't run. So what we're gonna do the same thing. Actually, before we're gonna do that, I would recommend flipping your sketchbook over if you have a big ass sketchbook like I do, or if you don't need to do this. But I do, because this is a big ass sketchbook. So I highly recommend, basically, I'm holding this white because it's getting on my nerves. Sorry guys, I just like zoned out. Sorry. This is what I do every time I draw. I just zone out for no reason. Okay. Oh my god. Don't use too much, because that means it'll be hard for you to basically blend in the white. Okay, time to do this. Basically do the same thing. Okay. Doesn't matter if you go over the over like everything else, because Actually, I think it does. Oh snap! I fucked up. Don't do what I did. Think I can actually take that off. I'm making mistakes back and forth and stuff. Okay. Let's keep on going with the hair. So the why it looks like a blurry mess and I'm coloring over the lines that we just made. We're gonna go on top of that with some Posca pen or a Tembo pen. Okay, I would recommend doing this so you could brush it off so the like the wax chips of the color pencil does not stick to your gel pen, or I mean your black pen to go back on the lines. We're gonna do that right now, actually. Not gonna like I would like recommend to just try to go lightly. Don't go super hard. Because if you go lightly and let it dry and sit, it'll look so perfect. Basically, you're just painting the lines back on. Okay. Just don't go like super. This could be fine because it'll give it like a sketchy look. Okay. Okay. I think I might have to use the Posca pens. The newer ones. So, we're going to use these Posca pens. So how these work, you're supposed to, basically has the instructions here. So shake, tap, and then draw. Shake it real good, but not too good because it'll explode. And just keep on tapping. Until like you see the color black or any color you're using on your Posca pen. Oh, I see a little bit of mine. Oh, perfect. So yeah, just go in with some Posca pen or marker or gel